What if? What if the thing you're avoiding is actually the thing that's trying to save you? I'm writing a new book series. I'm taking all the Bible stories from when I was child and in Sunday school and stuff like that, and I'm turning those into, real legitimate books that you can really understand, even right now in the present day and age and stuff. It's fascinating and it's fun and it's also really really deep. Because I started the first book that I'm doing is the book of Esther. I'm telling the story of Esther. It's amazing because what I'm discovering is I'm not really diving deep into Esther. I'm actually diving deep into me. There's a phrase that keeps coming up about the concept of learning how to survive empire. And at first, I pushed back on that phrase as it was coming out of my own mouth because I'm like, well, we don't really live in an empire like, Old Testament empires would be. Um, and yet, we really do. Systems may look a little different, and the empires may be more church structures, business structures, affiliations, those kind of things. But we're still really just trying to live and survive empire. And it's so easy to hide. It's so easy to be really, 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 really great at what you do. Because it's not that I don't do books. It's not that I haven't been a marketing company for the last 40 years. I absolutely have. That's very real. And I think all too often I take it away from myself. I kind of poo poo it in my own mind, like, oh, yeah, but that's not enough. But after helping literally thousands of people become best-selling authors, what I realize is that, and I've said this, but it's me realizing it, that it's not about your book going out. It's about capturing who you really are, living it, believing it, diving into it. And that's probably why Esther's hitting me so hard, is because I personally, maybe you relate, maybe you don't, but I personally often struggle with that. It's easy to hide behind, hi, my name's Steve Kidd, third generation minister, international best-selling author of 41. That very canned, introduce yourself thing that I can do, anytime somebody asks me, you just push that button and play that recording. But in reality, that's not even scratching the surface. Just like you, I've built a career talking about one thing while something so much deeper was always there, knocking at the door, trying to get attention, my attention, for years. I'm discovering that in these lives that I do, it's really not the visibility with you that I want, need, crave, have to learn how to live in. It's the visibility of me, first and foremost, to me. I've talked about clarity, consistency, and connection. I've even talked about our own ears hearing what we say. But I think for me, at least, it's real easy to just say it so many times that it becomes something you can talk about versus something that I live. What is that thing that we keep avoiding? That we don't really know how to put a sales program around it. That and I've talked about that, you're afraid that nobody will follow you. But for me, it's not even a matter of, I think I'm going to chase people away. It's more a matter of, how do I actually make money doing this thing? Doesn't mean that I'm abandoning your books by any means. And that may be the monetization strategy behind the much deeper, much cooler, much better thing that I have always been meant to do. So, my question for you is, have you ever realized that you're doing one thing on the surface, but really underneath it, it's so much deeper and completely something else? Does that ever hit you? Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope that you're happy, safe, warm, and loved. And then until we're together again next time, which you know is tomorrow, I hope you have a great week.